Y'all, this is probably the worst burger I've ever had in my life. Not even exaggerating. This burger looks good, but the taste is non-existent. One. Whoever said Freddy's has the best burgers needs to survive. If you've ever been to Freddy's, tell me what you like in the comments below. Y'all, this is probably the worst. Reviewing a place called Tootsie's Cabaret in Miami, Florida. Tootsie's Cabaret. What's happening? So if you don't know, Tootsie's is a adult entertainment club, also known as a strip club, if you will. Y'all told me to go to this place the last time I was down here, but days, I figured I'd try it out. Spent $60 and ordered all the popular menu items. Let's see what it's hitting on. We're gonna try the wings first, and I don't know what I got. I think I got lemon pepper. But let's try it out. This is lemon pepper with garlic parmesan. I like this. The wings are a really nice size. They got the garlic parmesan on top. They're crispy, meaty, wet, and they do season these a little different. You got the garlic parmesan on top, and you also have what looks to be lemon zest on top as well. Not a bad combination. Give me some ranch. Ooh. That ranch sealed the deal. This is salmon, mac, and asparagus. Damn, this salmon ain't bad at all. So for one, this thing is seasoned on the front and the bite. When you cut into it, it's tender, no resistance. I mean, it is breaking apart effortlessly. Got a little Creole vibe going on too. That's on point. Mac and cheese. No, it reminds me of crab for sure. And on top of that, it needs more salt and pepper added to the dish. Y'all ain't fooling about this. Ass. If you want strip with what's this? Oh, mashed potatoes.
What up, boy?
I just looked at it that fast. He shot first. I couldn't really tell.
Yeah, you gotta watch the whole video, bro. They show all five of the officers out there. He definitely shot first. It's the last one.
Oh, okay.
It's the
Because I
last officer.
I just watched the first one.
No, you
Don't
gotta
it?
look at all of them. The reason why I showed you that video because it shows you all the officers. None of them motherfuckers shot first. He shot the,
Cams.
yep, they showed all the body cams. And I
Yeah.
thought that he definitely shot that officer, bro. He shot the officer on the driver's side first. I mean on the passenger side, the black dude.
They stayed the officer been hit.
Yeah, the last camera is gonna be the dude who was shot. He was on the backside of the window. It looked like he was trying to bust the window with his billy club. And then he hurried up and what'd you say?
Is the officer, because if the police shot a lot though, is that officer hit from the officer fire?
Nah, bro. That nigga shot first. You can see
I
it.
know they gonna have to get out of the way though. They prepare themselves to not get in the range of fire, don't they? They train that.
That nigga shot first, bro. I'm telling you. And you got to think about it. One officer shoot 20 times, and you do that times five, that's 100. So it wasn't really a lot of shots. It was just five officers shooting back at his ass.
Man, I heard that they was going. That dude was shooting back at them all. That was.
No, he wasn't shooting back. He shot first, and then they lit his ass up. That was it, bro.
Yeah, shoot. They got the right.
That's what I said. And you got 90 bullets, 1,000 bullets. You shoot at an officer first, that's on your ass. I'm gonna tell you, like, even from my standpoint, I want Eric to come home. The motherfucker open fire on you, you shoot that motherfucker till he ain't moving. That's how I look at it. That's what I'm gonna do. You see what I'm saying? Even if it ain't the police, let a motherfucker run in here, bro. I'm gonna unload my whole clip in the motherfucker.
Be for real. Don't nobody gonna die. But the little nigga was a thug. He got gun charges. I seen the little shit. I ain't been following, but I heard the news say he got gun charges.
I ain't gonna even say he a thug. He fucked up. Yeah.
Told him, what you got a gun for? What you riding for? If you not own that, what you riding with a gun for? If you don't own a business or have a family, if you don't have a family or own a business.
Well, technically, with that aspect, it's you got a legal right to ride around. Well, in Texas, you can ride around with a gun regardless. You see what I'm saying?
I want to know it.
Right, you're right. I mean, if you legally had the paperwork, but if you're a felon, and from what I hear, he was a felon or something like that, he shouldn't have had no gun.
That's what I'm saying.
But it ain't even the fact that he didn't have a gun, that he had the gun, in my opinion. My opinion is he should have got his ass out that car. You know what I mean? Like, first, you're supposed to tell him, I got a firearm.
I stopped it right there. I seen the man on the ground. That's when I stopped it. They called like, damn, he got out. He tried to run or something.
Yeah, he got out and they still shot his ass. But that's because they couldn't. Them motherfuckers. If you look at all their reactions, them motherfuckers was, man. Their adrenaline was pumping. They all was nervous. They all was scared. In this situation,
I see the show where they show all the different body cams of the footage.
that's what I'm saying.
I forgot the name of the show. Dude, you can see the cops when they be holding the gun, their hands be shaking.
That's what I'm saying. They be scared. They human. Just think, bro, because your life is in danger.
Right there.
When them shots come out, your life is in danger, bro. You can. That could be it for you. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I would never be a police officer. Never in my fucking life. I'm straight. You couldn't pay me $1 million to be a police officer, bro. I ain't even lie. Knowing what I know from the side, I work on the other side of the radio. So I sit there and listen to them investigating shit like that. Like I do that all day long. I listen to monitor radio traffic. I listen to calls. That's my job. So I'll be hearing them like doing surveillance, bro, all day long. They'll be following your ass, you're not even knowing. They're gonna follow everybody you come into contact with. If you're involved in any kind of bullshit and they own you, they're gonna be on you. They ain't gonna just grab you. They trying to build up a case and get what you call evidence and shit. So they're gonna follow you. And then that seatbelt shit, they have to have probable cause to stop you, bro. They just can't randomly stop any cop. You see what I'm saying? You still there, Bogo? You must have muted.
Man, yeah, that's crazy, boy. Only thing I don't like with the police, though, I hate it. It's when a motherfucker laying there still and they say don't move. And they know he did.
I mean, they don't know he dead. Just think about it. What he could have had a gun under them. As soon as they went up to him, he could have upped it and shot him. You see what I'm saying?
After real life reality, man, after that many shots and he did. After that, he's sitting there standing still for like 10 seconds.
Nah, you can't imagine. You can't just go off that, bro. I'm telling you, you can't. You gonna get hurt. You gotta think about it. Them motherfuckers want to get back to their family, bro. You gotta think about it.
When a guy laying there after getting shot, like after that many shots fired, he laying there for 15 seconds still, and he get up and shoot a cop. I ain't never seen no situation like that. All the things that go on in the world, I ain't never seen that.
But see, here's the thing. Those kind of situations don't go public, bro. You see what I'm saying? We don't hear that side of it.
Don't move for like 20 seconds.
Well, all I can tell you is, man, if you fire on a police officer, you know, Ain't no, you can't say, oh, they should only shot him 5 times. You don't. They shot 96 times. We don't know how many times he was actually shot. You see what I'm saying?
96.
They shot at him. They fired 96 shots. That's what the news saying. We don't know how many times he was actually shot.
And the guy that I hoop with, the guy that run the gym I hoop with, he a cop. He a Chicago cop. It's Will Watson.
Exactly.
He say the dude that ran for mayor said he trying to like start a riot saying the cops executed him. The Jamal Green dude, he tried to run for mayor, the little young black dude.
But see, here's the thing, bro. Chicago's so violent. How you supposed to stop the violence? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no nice way to stopping all that killing in Chicago, bro. How you gonna do it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna stop? They saying they don't want police officers to have guns. If I ain't got a gun, I ain't. What you want me to do?
Shit, they trying to take money from them.
I mean, what you want me to do? You see what I'm saying? Like, how can you be a police officer when you gotta be thinking, I wouldn't do it, bro. I'm sorry. I know I'm saying it's some bogus ass police officers out here. I definitely will say that. It's
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Bulls of Chicago. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Right to the air. Here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Coach.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Big Ace open.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing now is Murray. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. Complete to right. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 60. And the Bulls have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10.
Hey.
Now Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Hey, Kappa.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Graham slotted out to the left. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Green.
On second down, a run by Achane. There he goes left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Green.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Finish. Hey, easy, quick.
21-0 our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Two. Hey. Move.
Murray now to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
12. 21.
Play action. It's Herbert. And Graham on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 35 yards the game there. Another 1st down as well. Herbert changing things up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Run! 59. Set.
Herbert back to the air. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bulls take a 3-touchdown lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, hop! Come on. 2.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st down, back to Achane. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Come on. Shoot! Hey, over. Easy. 2.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Omaha. Push.
Murray going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Taken in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Ram. Baylor Tiger. Baylor. Blown. 21. Hey, easy. We're going orange. Why did it?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. There he goes again. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bulls are able to add on to their first-half lead. The York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Hey, ace.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devon Achane, 65 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now 3rd down and very long.
Let's go, let's go. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Herbert. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Bush. Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Whoa.
First down, Murray. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, Justin Herbert. The connection made. It's Graham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's Graham again with the catch, just like the last play. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And Graham's got it, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Baylor Tiger.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Herbert throwing again. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bulls take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gap.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The C's parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one he'll think about for the next month.
Omaha, 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 Omaha.
Running right, here's Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. On third down, Achane. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Bulls get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations. That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Big Ace. Big Ace, Big Ace.
A-Chan going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Omaha. Deuce.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ray. Go.
Straight ahead, Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Herbert on 1st down now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bulls add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's Murray. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Murray's got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Here's Murray. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Murray changing the play.
Big Ace. Come back, come back.
2nd and 3. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Let's go. Hey, shit. Almost.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, Ace.
And now an audible here into something else.
Hey. Coach.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Let's get that ball. Ready.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Graham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the one in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out to Graham near the sideline. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. Yep. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice. Obviously, your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Chicago, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.